Thank you for choosing the PureDrop RTW5 series reverse osmosis system. With proper filtration replacement procedures, the water filtration system will provide you with clean and refreshing drinking water for years to come. Please follow the instructions in the video for filter replacement procedures. Each filter has its own service life. It is essential to replace filters on schedule to maintain the refreshing taste of the water. Before we begin, please ensure you have all the tools ready. Shut off the tank valve. Shut off the water inlet from the feed water adapter. Unplug the power of a UV filter if applicable. Turn on the drinking faucet to release pressure inside the system. Filter replacement. Pre-filters. Vertical filters posted in front of the reverse osmosis membrane are called pre-filters. We recommend performing a pre-filter wash every time you install or replace pre-filters to prolong the RO membrane service life and maximize the system performance. To replace them, Step 1. Use the housing wrench to turn the filter housings clockwise to loosen and remove them. Take out and dispose of all expired filters. Step 2. Unwrap the new filters. Insert the filters back into their housings with the proper order and ensure the housing O-rings are properly seated to prevent leaks. Step 3. Twist the housings counterclockwise onto the housing caps. Use the housing wrench. Tighten the housing with another quarter to half of a turn. Do not over-tighten, as this can cause leaks and make future filter replacements difficult. Step 4. Remove the blue clip and remove the tubing from the pre-filter water outlet. Remove the white tubing from the flow restrictor. Step 5. Insert the white tubing from the drain saddle to the pre-filter water outlet fitting. Ensure the tubing is inserted half-inch deep into the fitting to prevent leaks. Step 6. Turn on the feed water valve. Let the water fill and flush the pre-filters for at least 5 minutes. Check and ensure that no leaks occur. Step 7. Shut off the feed water valve. Remove the white tubing from the pre-filter water outlet fitting and insert it back to the flow restrictor. Step 8. Insert tubing back to the system water outlet and secure the tubing in place with the blue clip. The pre-filter wash is now complete. If you are only replacing the pre-filters, you are all set. Please turn on the feed water valve and tank valve. Your system should be operating normally. If you are replacing more than just the pre-filters, please keep the feed water valve and the tank valve in the off position and continue watching this video. Filter replacement. RO membrane. The RO membrane is the heart of an RO system on removing contaminants. It usually lasts about 2 to 3 years, depending on your source water quality. To replace it, Step 1. Disconnect the tubing from the membrane housing cap. Using the housing wrench to unscrew the cap by using it counterclockwise. Step 2. Take out and dispose of the expired membrane using a screwdriver or pliers. Step 3. Unwrap and insert the membrane into the housing. Ensure the membrane is seated flush with the housing. Step 4. Check that the membrane housing O-ring is seated properly. Screw the cap back onto the housing. Use the housing wrench to tighten the cap with another quarter to half turn of the wrench. Do not over-tighten, as this can cause leaks and make future filter replacements difficult. Step 5. Connect the tubing back to the membrane housing cap and secure the tubing in place with a blue clip. Please note that if you are replacing only the RO membrane, turn on the feed water valve, and the water will start to trickle within a few minutes. Let the water trickle for at least 15 minutes to flush the membrane. When the membrane flush is complete, turn on the tank valve. Your system should be operating normally. If you are replacing more filters, please keep the feed water valve and the tank valve in the off position and continue watching this video. Filter replacement. post and add-on filters. Step 1. Remove blue clips and tubing from the inlet and the outlet of the expired filter. Remove and dispose of the expired filter. Step 2. Match the water flow direction with the filter label and install the new filter back to the housing clamps. Step 3. Insert water inlet and outlet tubing to the new filter. Secure the tubing in place with blue clips. After replacing the filter, turn on the feed water valve, and the water will start to trickle within a few minutes. Let the water trickle for at least 5 minutes to flush the filter. When the flush is complete, turn on the feed water valve and tank valve. Your system should be operating normally. If you are replacing more filters, please keep the feed water valve and the tank valve in the off position and continue watching this video. Filter replacement. UV filter light bulb. Step 1. Remove the black rubber cap from the end of the UV filter and slowly pull out the UV light bulb with caution. Step 2. Remove the bulb from the power socket on both ends. Dispose of the expired bulb and follow your city's disposal code. Step 3. Plug both ends of the new UV bulb into the power sockets of the power wires. Step 4. Insert the new bulb back to the quartz sleeve and attach the black rubber cap to the end. Step 5. Ensure the area around the system is dry. Plug the power back in. Turn on the feed water valve and tank valve. The PureDrop reverse osmosis system filter replacement is now complete. Please refer to the user manual or contact us directly if you have any questions. Thank you.